So you've gotten accustomed to Gen 9 draft leagues, have you? Well, how about we just take Gen 9 draft leagues and turn it on its head by removing all the giant threats like Iron Valiant, Qianbao, and yes, even my boy, Iron Hands. And instead, some of the top Pokemon will be Entei, Iron Jugulis, or even Suicune. How does that sound? Great? I'm shocked you're as ecstatic as I am, because that's what's happening in this draft league we just joined called the LTM, the Low Tier Mayhem, which takes all the broken ass Pokemon and makes everything very chaotic with the low tier threats I just named. My name is JaCubAsAlways, your head coach of the Green Bay Pikachus, and welcome to the LTM Draft League. First and foremost, I wanted to shout out one of the commissioners, OG Albina, for inviting me, as I'm really looking forward to this season ahead. Win, lose, or in between, you know the Green Bay Pikachus are going to kick ass and take as many names to the Shadow Realm as humanly possible. With that being said, let's go over our 11 Pokemon that we drafted. How I usually like drafting is getting as many value picks as possible and drafting the max amount of Pokemon rather than just having a super pricey draft. With our first overall pick, we decided to go with Suicune. Coon was a 15-point mon, and it can be so much more versatile than one makes it. It's not just the wall, as it can be offensive with Calm Mind, and along with Substitute and Protect, Coon can easily pressure stall any threat. For our next pick, I wanted to make sure Coon wasn't locked into leftovers every week, so I wanted to make sure we could easily remove any hazard in the game. Thus, our next selection was simple, Cyclizar. This Dragon Normal type is one of the best removers in the low tier meta. With its 121 base speed along with its regenerator ability, I will not just be running heavy duty boots every week, as I feel this lizard can do so much more than that. Also, Shed-Tail is banned, but that should have been obvious. Now that we have one of the best removers in low tier, let's snag one of the best hazard setters with our third pick in Clodsire. Clodsire has so much going on for it as it gets spikes, toxic spikes, and stealth rocks too, all in one mon, as well as one of the best abilities in draft leagues, in Unaware. Oh yeah, just because Clodsire seems passive, I promise you the way I built, it's anything but. With our fourth pick, I wanted to start working on that mandatory Fairy Dragon Steel core, and since we already have our Dragon and Cyclizar, I wanted my Fairy next, and I chose Sylveon. And Sylveon not only is a super solid wall breaker with Specs Hyper Voice, it's a great utility mon as well, as it gets Wish to heal up Suicune and the rest of the team. Sylveon also has a lot of fun sets to run, and I will take full advantage of every potential set at its disposal. Since we had 4 Pokemon that didn't hit super hard or as hard as I wanted to change that with the next couple of picks. First, we chose Emboar, as it's a phenomenal wall breaker with its reckless ability and its 123 base attack, and in Gen 9 it got access to close combat, so it doesn't have to rely on superpower being its best fighting stab anymore. Emboar can run so many different sets, just as all of our Pokemon can so far. Secondly, I knew I wanted a really good Terra Captain, as we only can choose one Pokemon from our team to Terra, so I chose Yanmega. Yanmega can Terra into any type. However, we are playing Terra Preview, so before every battle, our opponents and I will exchange information if we bring our Terra Captain. Yanmega has 2 insane abilities in Tinted Lens and Speed Boost. If we want to run Speed Boost with either Throat Spray or Life Orb, that has merit. Or if I want to run Scarfed or Specs with Tinted Lens, that has just as much merit. Regardless, I fully expect Yanmega to be a huge member of this team and the success this season. To finish off the Dragon Fairy Steel core, we have our boy Registeel. Shout out to the time we beat Kaiser Ironman with Thunderstell, the Registeel. Nonetheless, I digress. Registeel will be insanely valuable to this team with its natural bulk, ability to set up rocks, and just be a nuisance for any team. And just like Clodsire, I assure you, Registeel isn't as passive as some may think. But no, I will not be running Choice Banded Explosion in your future. Or will I? At this point in the draft, we had 31 points remaining, so I went around searching and searching for something that met my eye, and that Pokemon was Decidueye. Literally has eye in the name. This mon's typing is a super fun one in Grass and Ghost, and gave us another hazard remover with Defog, and also acts as a great special or physical sweeper. There's a lot that Decidueye can do for our team, and I look forward to trying to unlock its full potential. Up ninth, we have yet another evolution in Espeon. Espeon is going to be a really good Pokemon for our team, as its base 110 speed fits in well to the rest of the squad already, and it has a magic bounce ability, so that'll deter anyone from trying to set up hazards as well, or just spread status. One could have argued that Espeon, not Yanmega, should have been our Terra Captain, but I feel in my heart of hearts, Yanmega is the right choice. Espeon is a solid mon with or without Terra, in my humble opinion. Penultimately, we have Alolan Golem, as we didn't really have enough hazard setters, so I chose Alolan Golem just to do that. It gets us a Steel Trapper with Magnet Pull, a sturdy mon that can be a safety valve with heavy duty boots, or an all attacker with its Galvanize ability. Golem may only come to 1 or 2 games all season, but rest assured, it'll be solid when we do bring it. Last but certainly not least, we have Shiftry, which I didn't really want, if I'm being honest. I kind of just picked it because it gets Toxic Spikes, and I wanted another hazard setter. It does, however, get access to Wind Rider, which is a new Gen 9 ability, so it's immune to moves like Hurricane, Heat Wave, Fleetwind Storm. Not naming moves that Tornadus would have, I would never do that. And it gets a boost in Tailwind as well to its attack stat. Shiftry has access to Defog as well, and it can be a Sword Sand Sweeper too. There are a lot of unique Shiftry sets that I look forward to running. At any rate, that's our team for the LTM, aka the Low Tier Mayhem Pokemon Draft League. Let me know what Pokemon is your favorite, and if you want me to try any crazy sets in the future, make sure you guys all subscribe to the channel, as our end of the year goal is 100,000 subscribers. Even though we're not uploading daily Pokemon videos anymore, we will still reach our goal. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great day. I love you all. Peace.